Hey, my goodness, are we recording? Oh wow, hello. There we are. Oh my gosh, I swear this isn't focused. Hopefully this video stays focused the whole time, as that will literally give me a heart attack if it does not. What is up, you guys? It's Charles and I'm back again with another video, and for today we'll be answering the most frequent questions asked specifically by international students. And if you guys are new to my channel, hi, welcome, and feel free to stick around till the end if you guys are curious about the answers to these questions. Also, in no way, shape, or form am I sponsored by VFS, so I will be super raw, super duper crystal clear about the answers I'll be giving you guys, and I'll try to be as accurate as I can be. So let's go. Alright, so question number one, how long are the programs? So VFS offers programs that are 1 year intensive, but I do believe there are some programs that run up to 7 months or 6 months, but I believe these are like special kind of classes, but most, if not all, are 1 year intensive. So the second question that we have is, how long does it usually take to get into a program? Now this one really depends on a lot of things. Some factors can be if a student gets booed out of a seat and that gives another space or another spot for another, or some programs may not be as full as the others. VFS does take new students in every 2 months, or I believe there's a new intake every 2 months, so you just gotta hope that the program you want to get into isn't as full or as crazy full as it can get. Number three, how many students are in each class? Now again, it really depends. Personally, I was a student of the Foundations and Visual Art and Design program, so in my class there were up to 30 to 35 people. Number four, should you worry about the language barrier? This one is a bit of a yes and no question, because VFS, I believe, does require a student or a person to have basic knowledge of the English language in order to get accepted into the school. But if you do have the basic knowledge of English, then you don't have to worry about anything at all, because people in VFS are very, very friendly. They're very patient, and majority, if not a lot of the students in VFS are actually international students, so you don't have to worry about that. Number five asks, where do these international students come from? And to answer that, everywhere, literally everywhere. If you guys go in, you're gonna see people from Iceland, Russia, Romania, Colombia, Venezuela, the Philippines, the USA. You're gonna see people from Mexico, Korea, China, Japan, name it all, they're in VFS. Again, it's very, very diverse, given also Canada is a very diverse country. So if you guys are worried about not meeting someone who shares the same background as you, don't worry about it, you will. Number six, what are the costs of living and how hard is it to adjust? Now this one really depends on where you are in Vancouver. I do have classmates as well that live closer to my area, because I do live in Surrey, which is about 30 to 35 minutes away from Vancouver, so it's a lot cheaper. I do know some people have been paying $2,000 to $2,500 for an apartment, and this is in downtown Vancouver. And again, I believe it's a lot cheaper if you live a little bit farther away from where the school is located. Yeah, there are a lot of housing plans that you can find online. People do post on the internet of rooms that students can rent out, and I believe that's a lot cheaper than having an entire apartment by yourself, so yeah. And in regards to adjusting, it does really depend on the person, but in general, I will say it does take time. A lot of people have adjusted really, really quickly, whereas some have, taken a bit longer, but all in all, people do end up adjusting well, because again, Vancouver is a very diverse place, or Canada in whole, and people are very supportive of each other. There are again a lot of international students that share the same background as you, and people are just helping each other out, so it's a really good environment for you to be in to study. Number seven. Now this is a question I get most frequently in all my VFS videos, asking, Charles, how much are the tuition fees? Now this one I for sure cannot say surely, so I definitely recommend that you guys check out the school's website or give them a direct call so you guys can get a first-hand info about how much each program costs, or the specific program that you're interested in, so you guys can get more of an accurate info compared to if it came from me. Number eight asks, can you work a part-time job as an international student at VFS? Yes, you can. I know some international friends that have part-time jobs while schooling. I'm not too sure about whether if you need a work permit or if there's any specific coverage that you need to be able to work here in Canada. But as of now, all I know is that yes, you can. But it also really depends on the program that you're in. Some may be busier than others. So you just gotta figure out if you guys can, you know, squeeze in, more time to work and earn a living. Number 9 asks, can I get a job right after I graduate from VFS? Now this one is a question I also get very, very frequently as well. And all I can say is it does depend on you. As they say in the industry, reputation is key, and that will get repeated a lot in VFS. So a person could be super duper talented and super duper smart, but if they have a personality that doesn't work out with other people, if they have an attitude that's always negative, then it's not going to be, as great for that person compared to someone who's always, positive, someone who's always, bright and super optimistic around other people. Then that energy does really count for a lot, and it does really say a lot about a person. Number 10, the final question of the video. Now I get a little bit emotional or a little bit sad when I see this question under my comments asking, am I too old to enter VFS, or am I too old to do anything? And all I can say is, I don't think anyone can be too old to do anything unless you want to be a gymnast and you're 100 years old, and that is... I've been getting questions asking, hey Charles, I'm super duper passionate about this and that. I'm super excited about this and that, but I feel like I'm too old to start my dream as a filmmaker or as a digital designer, as an animator. And all I can say is, you are not too old. There are some people in VFS that are 20 years old, 25, 28, 26, 30, 35. So yeah, what I like to say is, age is just a number when it comes to chasing your dreams. So go. Why are you still here? Go. Hello, go. Alright you guys, so that'll be it for the video. I really do hope this video will help you guys out in deciding whether or not you're gonna attend VFS. And I'm not an international student myself, but I can only imagine how scary you can be to completely leave your country and live in a completely different environment. And I know it's a little bit tough to, leave family or friends behind, or even pets. And pets? Leaving pets behind? So if you guys don't have any more questions for moi, let me know in the comments down below. Feel free to reach out to my social media as well. I'll be linking my Instagram down below, my Snapchat. I'll put my Twitter too, but I don't use Twitter that much. I'm done. Bye. Later. Stop. I gotta do stuff now. Bye.